Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of RaceDayTV, the live show. I'm your host, Mark Beaudry. This is Ben Bazowski.
Fat guy.
Yeah, fat guy. I haven't eaten all day, so bite me.
Wait, what? What did you say? No, seriously.
He said he hadn't eaten all day.
I haven't eaten all day, so bite me.
Wasn't I at your office earlier?
Bite me.
That must have been a snack. That really wasn't food.
All right, listen. Mind your own business.
That may or not be a lie. John Espinette, Mike Parks.
Who's that guy? Oh, that's Mark.
I'm Mark.
Okay, he's Mark.
We have learned a lot today. It's been definitely you guys should sit in the studio because the 20 minutes before this mics go live are pretty good. I learned there's such a thing as a shirt stretcher.
Yeah, I never heard about that either.
Yep.
I heard Adams has an Apple.
Yes.
Like there's all kinds of weird stuff that I did not know about before today. And Ben is housing a pizza all by himself. He's already half gone with it.
This is like that
This
thing.
literally got here 40 seconds before we went live.
It's like that thing like at a concert when they have that guy in the back of the stage doing a painting, and at the end he shows his artwork.
Oh, this would be awesome.
Ben's just housing a cheese pizza.
Get toppings. That's like plain. Ugh.
Listen, I had a hard Sunday, all right, so I need to eat this pizza.
What happened Sunday?
I got heat stroke, I think.
The
You
Chinese
did?
food didn't help.
Actually, it did.
Oh, it did.
Surprisingly did, yeah.
Ben's like, my tummy hurts. Who wants Chinese?
Literally. He's like, I think I'm gonna die. Who wants?
It's almost as good as Ben down in Indy deciding to eat a bunch of stuff he shouldn't and say, I'll go in the upside down flip over car repeatedly.
I'll take 75% responsibility. Because after the fact, the story was none of us knew that it hung upside down. And flash cut to me, I was watching the guy before them upside down. I'm like, that's freaking cool.
You decide not to warn your boss. Sweet.
I didn't. As soon as you were upside down, I was like, oh no.
But they didn't put him all the way upside down. So what happened was they went around once and Ben's like, yeah, this is fun. And then he's
like,
upside down and he goes, I thought he was joking. He's like, you might want to like flip me over. The guy's like, okay. He's like, no, like I'm gonna throw up right
The guy
now.
was mid-sentence. He's like, so all we do, he's like, see that buckle right there? Ben's like, I'm going to throw up. Get me out of this thing right now. He's like, oh, shit.
You gotta turn me over. I get motion sickness. I'm gonna puke if you don't flip me over. And the guy's like, flip me over.
And the guy with the button to turn you back over is like macking on a chick. He's like, hey, how you doing? Just not paying attention.
He was talking to Carl Fredrickson or something. He's like, what? What? He's hitting the wrong
he was
button.
macking on
He's
Carl
spinning the other
Fredrickson.
way.
That was good. Yeah, same outcome. I'd say about the same outcome.
PRI is the definite.
It's a good show.
It's the best thing that we
PRI
do every
It's
year.
way worse.
Yeah, I know. We were not.
We just go for the food.
Yes. That's a very expensive week, but it is awesome.
I had a blast.
I can't wait for the shrimp cocktail all over again. I'm
I
excited.
ate outside of Arby's.
What's that place that we didn't
Elmo,
go to?
St. Elmo's.
Same
Elmo's.
We have to book now.
I'll make reservations now.
Yeah.
I ate outside an Arby's with a homeless black guy. We sat there. We had vanilla milkshakes together. That was fun. I had a great time.
I'm riding the scooters and you got...
Did you see anything good on the scooter?
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
We also didn't tell Parks there was a hole in the pavement.
Yeah, I had a lot.
I didn't fall though.
You came pretty close.
Nowhere near close to it. You know you can exaggerate so
Oh,
bad.
yeah, the sights of Indianapolis when you're on those bird scooters at night is really entertaining.
Especially by the adult entertainment places. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
What was it? The
Red Garter.
Red Garter.
I remember. I'll never forget that.
Mike's like, we should go. We're like, we should not.
No. John was shocked for life. Scarred for life.
They sell eggplant there?
Yeah. Yeah. There was a guy.
Change subject.
Anyways, yeah, let's just say
My
I saw
favorite
something
place
I
was
didn't want to see.
the pasta place.
The spaghetti house.
That
Spaghetti
place was
Factory.
awesome.
It was like ye old
That's
spaghetti.
because it's like normal food for you. Anything that's like
Yes, Bob, you won in a cheated up hippo.
That poor van.
He walks by us holding chain. He's like, you see nothing. Look the other way.
I found out, you know how Bob likes to come up and stare? He'll just blank stare at you. Through
Yeah, he did that to me
into
this
the
weekend.
camera.
It was really weird.
Killers do
I
that.
figured out how to end it. He was staring and I couldn't get out. I was like, you did good. He's like, I know, right? And then he just left.
Is he just seeking approval?
I hope so. I think I figured it out.
Yeah, he is.
Bobby,
He's
your mouse.
he's slow though. get into some awesome. Let's get into the. All right, let's talk. Mike Parks is here to talk Claremont Motorsports Park.
Yeah, we're getting ready to finish our weekly season up Friday night with the Modified Racing Series and double points. Well, actually, we ended up our Sportsman Modified Championship last Friday with double points, and we do double points features only for all our regular weekly divisions, and top it off with a Modified Racing Series going 75 laps.
Who won your mod championship?
Nate Wenzel.
Was it Nate?
Yep,
Yeah.
2 years in a row.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep.
He's such a good kid too.
He
really
tall.
is.
He's tall.
He's massive. Like,
yeah, he is a good kid. I like to pick on Nate, but he's a good kid.
I still have video of him from like 2 years ago when he first
yeah.
got into modified, and he was trying to give a speech, you know, and I'm like, just interview. He's fine, but he was trying to like do John announcer voice from 4 years ago. He was like, well, you know, and his mom and dad were behind him making faces and flipping him off, and he just was like, would you guys stop? You're making me so upset. He's like, can we turn around? So we did. So we weren't looking at him, and then he just walked around and started doing the same thing to him again.
oh, Jesus.
Bob won? I didn't see that. I did like the fact that Perkins like pretty much hooked you up with a van, and then lap one you drove
your
it right
bumper
into him and
car,
ripped
yeah.
your bumper right off of
How
it.
many hippos were there? 10?
11.
11 hippos.
11. Well, 10, and Donnie was out there. So that, yeah. Donnie doesn't necessarily count.
No.
No.
I was beating the crap out of his car all day.
Yeah, you got the good one. Donnie was out there, and like, I don't even know. I think it was the oldest American-made van out there.
No, that was it was a Honda.
Was it a Honda?
It was a Honda.
It was
but
an old
like,
one.
It was like when Honda first made minivans.
Yeah,
that
it was
one.
old, boxy, slow. But that's probably Donnie's fault.
Yeah.
You know, let's not blame it on the fine piece of machinery like that. Actually, I never once touched Perkins.
That's a
you
lie.
ripped the rear bumper off you ripped the front bumper off your car off of the rear bumper of him.
That is 100% a lie. You totally touched his rear end. We all saw it, Bob. And then you hit him on the track, too.
Yeah.
It was really
That's
weird.
weird.
I just touched everyone. That's
Yeah,
a
see,
problem.
Perkins said it. No excuse,
Yeah.
same van. I don't think
Me
that
and
one's been
Perkins
bobbinized.
shook hands this weekend. We apologized to each other. We decided we're moving forward.
So the
Good.
duel will be at next Sunday. Dueling pistols, 50 paces, one shot each.
No, we're good. We're good. The only issue I have with him is he won't put Quentin into one of those hippos, and I think Quentin's one of the best drivers coming out of that kids division. I
couldn't
think he's
figure out-
really doing
Yeah,
something
I don't
good.
think I'd put my kid in that either.
I would.
I would. The thing is
Absolutely.
awesome.
So,
Actually, hey, Perkins.
Well, how did I get a
that guy-
donut?
Hey, did that guy ever get back to you on that hippo that you were showing me? I don't know if he ever got back to you or not.
Remember, it's 15 seconds, so you got to look
yeah,
back
no,
in
that's
15.
fine. I will.
Yeah, Colton Hull made the trip down. It was fun. I did get sent to the. I have to tell this story because if not, I'm gonna get yelled at. I got sent down to Irving to get gas because Ben wanted to drive the hippo. No, wanted to drive Donnie's
Crown Vic.
but didn't want to do anything with it. So I got stuck going down to get gas. So I just went down, filling up the gas can, and the doors open, the music's playing, whatever. It's 2 minutes.
yeah.
I throw the gas can back in. I jump into my truck, slam the door, go to put it in drive. I look over. Jason Ferreira is sitting in my passenger seat. He's like, "What's up, buddy?" I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I just wanted to say hi. I'm sick of you telling that story of me down in Florida, so I had to give you a new story." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you really scared the crap out of me." Oh, he's right here listening too. So we're just talking about you, Jay. Thank you.
yeah, I don't know what happened with Perkins' van. I don't know if it was a plan, but I was walking towards the steps to go up into the top section of the facility, and I saw Bob running across the pits with a chain
Yeah.
towards Perkins' van, and Perkins was running after him. I don't know to stop him or to encourage him, but they both went like hell, so.
It was fun to see. It was that, and the Pro V8s were awesome. But back to Mike Claremont. We have another guest to move in here.
Yeah. We ended our season good. Had a great night of racing. Super Streets went 50 laps, green to checker. It was a great race. All the racing was good on Friday night. So that's what I got there. I do want to address the elephant in the room.
Mark's right here.
Yeah, well, I know. I
I
shouldn't
am
talk
right
like
here.
that. So Ben and I had a discussion earlier in the night. We had a competitor that was racing at Thunder Road. We all know who it is, so I mean, it's no big deal. And our job is to put the best product possible onto the racetrack, right?
I agree.
And so when the time came this competitor was 5 minutes out, and we decided we were going to do driver introductions to give him the time to get there. I think we 100% made the right choice, and I would 100% do it again in the future. So that's the reason we did what we did, and it's nothing that we haven't done all year long different ways. Whether somebody has called us, they got high school graduation, they got a kid graduating, so we moved their feature to later in the program, or if somebody's if we've moved features around during the night for whatever reason. Guys, we do this all the time. It's just unbeknownst to everybody. We do this all the time. And I'm 100% confident that we did the right thing, and I'll continue to do that going forward.
And if anyone knows, you know, any of us, if someone were to if that was to happen to you guys, you do realize we would help you as much as we can.
I mean, it's just like we're doing the same thing for Andrea this week. I mean, we had already talked about that before this event even happened. Due to rainouts, our championship race and an event at Monadnock that got rescheduled due to a rainout are both point races. Andrea's leading in points there and second in points here. So we worked with the Speedway there. We worked with Andrea. They're going to run their feature first at Monadnock. We're going to run their feature last. We're going to do everything in our power to make it so she can make it and do both. Just like things I've done in the past. We added a point event when we had a competitor racing for the national championship to give him the opportunity to do that. So that's what we did. I mean, that's just the things that we do. It's our job to put on the best product possible, and that's what I feel we do. So that's where we are with that.
Well, like I said, you know, if another competitor needed time, we'd give you the time.
I mean, it's, you know, are we going to wait an hour? No.
Nah.
I mean, let's be realistic about the whole thing. I mean, that's just what we have to do. So, what else?
So what do we do at Hudson? Because I had heat stroke and I couldn't remember what I did. Yes, Bob, I know I suck.
Let me skip out of order here. We did pure stocks. We had 9 of them for the Memorial race, so that was kind of not very good. No. Cody Hodge came in first, Caden Fassett second, Chris Quinn in third, Colton Hull in fourth, and Michaela Duvall in fifth. Good job, guys. Hudson Hippos, Robert Williams, whoever that guy is, Perkins,
Does he still have as many stock, or did he sell that?
He sold that.
Zelensky, Owen Zelensky.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yep. That kid is fast.
Yeah.
That he has
Well, he bought
no
a fast
fear.
car. He bought a fast car.
It did make 4 laps before it blew up this time, though. It's a better record than Bob.
Very true.
So Bob did finish first in the Hudson Hippos, followed by Perkins, Steve Clark, Jeffrey Matt, and Chuck Clark.
They were just asking how many mods we expect for the MRS on Friday. I'm going to say it's looking like 16 to 20 in that vicinity.
Chris Quinn really sucks.
I know. We went all the way to Bob's house to pick up Quinn's van, and it didn't even make the feature.
Was it Quinn's van or was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, something
Said,
broke.
left front tie rod, the one you hooked the J-hook onto.
I didn't hook the J-hook up to it. Shut up.
All right, I'm going to get to that one last. Oh, no, yeah. Hudson Hornets, Michaela Duvall, Danielle Hansen, Angie Bullock, Emily McKinnis, and Tracy McKinnis. Oh, they both ran. I didn't realize both of them. Emily's from the Hudson Heroes. I like seeing them move up and you unrestricting them.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
I've been wanting to do that for a while, and I just said, screw it. We're going to do it my way. You don't like it, go home.
Hey, 8-cylinder enduros. Mike Comtois, Steve LaPlante, Steve Miller Jr., and Steve Miller Sr., followed by Bud Wilkins. I do love the fact that in the spectator race that he took out the car his mom drove down to the racetrack in, which was pretty funny. 4-cylinder enduro, we had Nicholas Woodside, John DeMonch, Rob Shute, Kyle Johnson, and Danielle Hansen. Pro V8s, by far, other than Bob moving Perkins with his bumper, which he says he didn't do, was my favorite race of the day. I went 30 laps, took 11 minutes, 34 seconds. George Baldwin took the back of the pack bounty, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Started at the rear of the field.
Baited a yellow. Don't forget that one.
Hey.
I'd have done it too.
Didn't even get a dent on Mom's car.
Come back next Sunday. It might change.
The
It's
first
gonna be a
time,
6-shooter the next time you see it.
the first time I went to Hudson, I remember I was talking to Ben. I was like, "This is crazy." He's like, "Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till I have an enduro." So I came back to an enduro race. No, it wasn't even an enduro. It was a spectator drag race, and there was like this really nice car out there against a junk pickup truck. Oh, yeah. They went into turn 1, came out of turn 2. The pickup truck turned right and took them both into the wall.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "What's going on here?" It's like, "Yeah, that happens all the time."
Yep.
Grayson moving up on the day. Baldwin. Yeah, Baldwin started last, moved through the field, and I think lap 6.
He got up to 6th.
Yes, Harlow, he did. The old Danny Gill did. You didn't. Yeah, you have
Yeah,
not
I have
seen
no
anything
idea.
yet. We used to rip 1-ton dually trucks in half
What?
with other vehicles. Yeah, yeah. They showed up with I think it was a Dodge Ram or a Ford F-350, and they cut it right at the back of the cab. And the plan was, you hit me in the bed, and we'll rip it in half, and they did.
That's crazy. So George Baldwin came home first, Sammy Peabody second, Matt Robinson third, Scotty Duvall fourth, and Scott Riggleman making the trip all the way up from Manchester, New Jersey. It took him 6 hours, 325 miles to get here. And I looked at him, I was like, "Where's your wife?" He goes, "My alarm went off this morning. She looked at me, told me I was dumb, rolled back over, and went to bed." And I was like, "Oh." He's like, "I am pretty dumb, though." That dude
Hey,
goes
when,
anywhere.
when you're saying something like that, I had a message today from a guy named Jeff Parker that races those dirt mods that we race at the Fall Challenge. He
Yep.
lives down south of Philadelphia.
Yes.
And he just wanted to make sure we're still racing because he's going to make the haul from Philly when we, you know. So that's pretty cool. There are true racers still out there.
Why don't you give us a preview? What is to come this Friday night at Claremont Motorsports Park?
A little bit of everything. I'm having a brain cramp. Modified Racing Series, Milton Cat Modified Racing Series, 75 laps. So, from what we can tell, 16 to 20 cars. Then we're doing no heat races for our weekly divisions. It's been like that all year long. Been on this event where we're racing all our weekly divisions. It's getting a little chilly at night this time of the year. So in order for everybody to have time to race, we're going to do features only. Double points all across the board. So there's a couple tight point races, and we'll see how it all comes out at the end of the day.
Bob split a Dakota.
Pit gates open at 3 o'clock, a little earlier this week, and racing starts at 7. So
It's going to be a fun evening for sure. Yeah, tour type modifieds, tour type late models, outlaws, super streets, mini stocks, 6-shooters, pure stocks, ridge runners. We wrap up the 2024 weekly racing series at Claremont Motorsports Park. It's open at 3.
Goal still to be done at 10. That's the goal.
I have a long commute, so that'd be great. 4:45 p.m. Hot laps at 4:45. Racing starts at 7. Just $20. Kids general admission is 5. Senior 15. It's going to be a great night. That's Key Auto Group and O'Reilly Auto Parts present the Modified Racing Series. That is going to
will
be
not be there.
a fun night. Why
You
not?
won't? Where are you going to be?
Oh, oh, I forgot about that.
Rochester Fair. I'm in the demolition derby with a bus.
I'm going to be there too. So we need someone to run the trailer. I mean, I can show you. Just hit buttons. It's not that hard.
John can do it. Oh, wait a minute. John's announcing the MRS race. I forgot.
Ben comes in and sits down. He's like, "What's this button do?" I'm like, "What are you doing?" No, don't hit those because you can hit the wrong one and knock us off the air.
Pull a plug like it's a
Hey,
air
you're
freshener.
you're going to be there Friday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're coming back in the tower Friday night, so I don't have to do that, right?
What?
Race Direct.
Oh, you want me to do both?
Yeah, well, you can announce the MRS race. I don't do anything for that anyway. So okay, perfect, good.
Sure.
Why not?
John is back talking into your ears. I don't know whose phone that was. Not
That was
mine.
mine.
Well, the last couple of weeks, that was a plan to have John do it, and he's got sick
Yep.
and so forth and so on. So, but that's the plan going forward. So between him and Brian, we'll move forward. All right, are you good with me?
We are good with you.
I'll get
Get the hell
Brian
outta
over
here.
here. Brian can come over here and sit down, and he can help John Boy go through.
I'm gonna mute Mike while he's talking.
So, do you need help this Friday? Christy said she could come up and help register. Christy, my secretary.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll find
How are you gonna drive there?
Oktoberfest. I mean, Fall Challenge weekend. We might need some help.
Well, just ask her.
I'll talk to
Just
her.
ask her.
Yeah, I will.
Be a dick.
We gonna hang out around the barbecue?
The what? Oh yeah. Oh my God. That dude, I felt so bad.
Christy's car caught on fire.
Yeah, in the parking lot.
In the parking lot.
It wasn't a race car. It was just her regular driving car that her boyfriend drove, and I just see a billow of black smoke. I'm like, what the hell? Someone's cooking? And then I see it's just her little Mazda underneath the
Yeah,
hood.
somebody
just
was cooking.
flames.
A Mazda.
It was terrible.
I did feel bad. Christy's one of the nicest people
Yes.
I've ever met. Up in flames. Yep, she's right. Definitely was.
Ugh, I can't drink Monster energy drinks. No.
What's the pizza update?
Shut up.
No, I'm curious. Where are we at?
Pizza.
It's half. It's half. I'm leave it alone. I'm full.
Words I've never heard you
Shut
say.
up. Shut the fuck up.
What's up, Callan?
What's going on?
How you doing? Where are you off to? You got a busy week.
I am headed to France about 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Wee wee.
Oui, oui.
What are you doing in France?
The Ironman World Championships are going on, and two people that I'm very close to help train with, and they both qualified for the World Championships, so we're going to go over and cheer them on and help them out.
That's awesome. That's a pretty good feat in itself, just making it to the show. That's amazing.
Yeah, I was very proud of both of them. They actually qualified through their very first Ironman, so it's a good deal.
Sweet.
Yeah, Iron Man. No, I just do that fat guy.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I think
I
Preston
do
was
what
just
Mark.
eating
I
shit.
do what Parks just did. Just kind of bash off the wall.
Why don't your camera guys walk backwards? I'm like, I don't know. Why can't you walk 4 feet straight without running into something? Hey guys, I'm finally not busy Friday. I can catch some local racing. Well, thank God Kevin Furlan can make it. Says the guy that only goes to racetracks to eat the food, Mark. When do you ever see me? Well, okay, never mind. I do eat some of that food there. Gonna be a great weekend of racing.
So, what's coming up that we should all be excited for?
So actually,
Don't look at me. You have the list.
You guys had
No, he's queuing you up.
you guys had
Killing
actually
somebody. I mean, it's like dead silence. It's kind of boring.
Let's first
you
talk.
guys had actually talked about Hudson before me coming on, and I had a very good conversation with.
Is that the old pizza from the fridge you're eating?
It was from lunch today.
Oh, God.
Wow.
He's eating half couch pizza.
Wow.
Whatever.
I know exactly that means.
Anyway,
So at the end of the night, Sunday, after Ben was sick on himself, again, I was walking out of the pits and I ran into Grayson Racing. I said that I would mention them on the show tonight. Those guys are so excited. It's the 017.
yeah, John DeManch and Daniel Hansen.
Yeah. So excited. Like, they are the reason to go to Hudson.
Yep.
Like, they're smiling, having a good time, and that's what it's all about. Like, we need more of them in local racing. Just a big smile and everybody having a good time.
And they didn't have to spend, 50, 60 grand to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
That actually, so funny story behind John DeManch. Good, John's in here. I don't know if he remembers the time that me and Steve Grant caught him in that car when it was his street car doing burnouts in the parking lot at Hudson. But that's how that all started. We saw him the week after, and we went up and talked to him, and we're like, you could do that on the track. And he just, I think one week it showed up with some paint on it, and I looked at it, and I'm like, Steve, that's that kid. And he's like, sweet. And he's been there ever since, so.
How many laps is this?
Yeah, we're going to get to that in a
Okay,
minute.
well,
Because we
yeah.
kind of went out of order because
Yeah,
we started
whatever.
talking about Hudson. So let's go through Claremont Motorsports Park finishes. Kyle Kenny got it done finally on the track for his first win ever. And that was a fairly electric victory lane, which was nice to see that kid. I tell you, that right there, I absolutely love the passion he has for it. And you can see it.
He gave his dad a bloody nose.
I saw that.
Yeah, he hit him with his helmet on accident.
His dad was like, somebody should put him in a super street, a ridge runner,
I think
something.
that could be good. in a
That
Ridge
kid
Runner.
needs to move up.
Oh yeah, hippo.
Put him in a hippo.
Quitter McCheedy. That's
It's
awesome.
like gasoline.
I just said the same thing. It all of a
Yeah.
sudden smells like we are right next to a gas station, so somebody probably just flooded the
Yeah,
parking lot
that
again.
is true.
Sweet. Unless someone's trying to burn the
Oh,
building
wow.
down.
That is really bad.
That's like,
Mike, go check that out
Yeah,
with a
see,
cigarette. Light a
yeah.
cigarette.
man, that's like
Andrea Santamora came home second. Cody Sabins third. Keegan Tabor fourth. Amy Jaycox in fifth. I don't know what that noise was.
oh
Sweet.
sweet. We're all gonna get high off of gas.
I kind of forgot what we were doing at this point now. Ridge Runners, Seth Drown, Jimmy Rhodes, Richie Morocco,
Dude.
Jake Snide, and Aiden White.
That was a wicked good race. That was an awesome race. I'm glad I'm good for on Southdown winning it, but I was cheering for Jimmy Rose to get there because it was a drag race down the front stretch. It was like, oh come on.
I was talking to Seth Saturday night, and I kind of said that to him. I was like, you are being as respectful as you possibly could without dumping him. And he's like, I kind of wanted to let him have it, but I kind of want to win too. So I'm like, no, you definitely need to win, like 100%. But he did that a fairly good way to do it. Six shooters, we had Brady Lamont followed by Steve Miller Jr., Steve Miller Senior. Martin is just Martin. I don't know what that.
Nice.
All right, you tell me what his name is.
Martin.
Come on, John.
Give me a second. Let's roll through. Paul Coburn. All right. Karnatchewicz.
Yeah, I watched
That's
that
what
be
it is.
exactly what it is.
That is exactly what it is. Karnatchewicz.
Super Streets, we started 15. They went 30 laps, took 13 minutes, 35 seconds. Louisville, Chris Riendo came home first. Cody Schoolcraft in second. Robbie Streeter in third. Look at that. You can hit mute when you have to cough. I don't know if people knew that. Brandon Gray came home P4 and Chris Lindquist in P5. Moving on to tour. What's the matter?
No, nothing.
Tour type late models. Alan Fellows got it done over Aaron Fellows, Craig Smith, Ryan Courier, and Cameron Houle. Sportsman Modifieds, Tyler Leary, Brad Zahinski, Nate Wenzel, Hayden Grenier, and Jimmy Zulo. And like we said before, Nate came home as 2024 track champion. A well-deserved one, too. I like watching him race out there. He's fun to watch. The fact that somebody 19 feet tall can fit in a modified is just absolutely amazing to me. I already read those ones, so that was all I had there. Coming up, like we went completely out of order, Hudson Speedway this Sunday, Super Street Summer Six-Pack Series and Steve Krupski Memorial Six-Shooter Showdown. The Summer Six-Pack Series will be going 50 laps. The Sportsman Modifieds will be on hand as well as the Ridge Runners. Six shooters are doing 30. Pure Stocks and the New England Dwarf Car Series. Pit gates open at 10. Grandstands at 10:30. Hot laps at 12:05. Racing starts at 1:15. Adult general admission just $15. There's nothing better to do on a Sunday than come out to Hudson International Speedway. It's one of my favorite places. What do we have big on the horizon, Mr. Espinette?
So we released the schedule and the rules this week for Oktoberfest.
Are the hippos on this week? They weren't on my list.
No, he wants to add that.
Oh, okay.
So we
don't really have to
think about
run.
adding some, but the problem is we got so much on that card.
Yeah, that's why all of a sudden I was like, wait, what?
But yeah, no, Oktoberfest is back, and I think Oktoberfest is back in a completely other sense too. Kind of took a decent swing at it compared to what has been run the last couple of years, and honestly just kind of went back to 2010, 2012 schedules to stuff that I actually had printed. And I just went back to look at what they had and kind of just mirrored it to the old Oktoberfest days and what I remember the weekend parties being in and stuff like that. So I think there's 17 divisions, supposedly. I'm in, not for Oktoberfest, but next year, yeah, absolutely.
8-lap heats, 20-lap features.
Depends on what class you're running. Yeah, some of them, sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it was. That's how it's been for.
Yeah, real quick,
quite
I
some
do
time.
want to mention this. Hudson Heroes will be featured on the New Hampshire Chronicle on WMUR tomorrow evening. So, guys, make sure you check that out. That is going to be really, really cool.
But yeah, we have a whole bunch lined up that weekend, from anywhere between 4-cylinder Crown Vics to Pro Stocks to 604 crate mods to 4-cylinder trucks. I mean, we have everything there that weekend. All your touring series, Pro 4 Modifieds, NEMAs, Granite State Pro Stock Series, Little Webb's 350 Supers, you name it, they're going to be there. So, yeah, back to the old practice on Friday and qualify most of the guys on Saturday, get a few touring series features in to clear the pits out and make some spots in for Granite State and Modifieds to come in on Sunday. And it should be a blast. I mean, I've heard nothing but or almost nothing but compliments on the new format or the old format, so to speak. So I'm excited for it. I'm damn sure that we're going to learn a couple things the hard way, and I think that's more than anything the reason why we took a swing at it to kind of stress test ourselves and hopefully make the next 5 to 10 years a little bit easier.
And like just reading some of the comments, like I despise Facebook.
I know. But
You?
No. But it's one of those things, like you're reading through these comments and people are bashing the number of laps. Like, but then when they go to the track and they sit there for 17 hours trying to get all of the features in because of running too many laps, I mean, there has to be a happy medium here.
And not to say that we're guaranteed to do it. However, thank you, Bob. Most of the time, I mean, even on our regular weekly stuff, if you guys bring 30 cars and you were scheduled for 20, yeah, we might send you a couple extra laps. But if I put you on for 30 and you bring 6 and I cut you down, then I look like a dink.
Yeah.
You know, so it's planning for that weekend. I mean,
It's easier to go up than to go down.
100%.
Yep, absolutely.
Wow, look at Bob just got it. See, SJ asked, how many laps do the supers and the modifieds go? And Bob said, read the schedule, because if you guys look right here, there
It's
are
all
nifty
there.
little schedules that have laps and every other thing that in the possible world
we
that
have
you could want to know.
20 features that weekend on tap. So it's going to be a tight schedule, a lot to get in. And don't forget, it's October. It's cold. People don't want to be sitting outside for 10 to 12 hours at a time. So
Trust me, I was on the flag stand for 17 years for Oktoberfest.
The Super Streets on Saturday will be going 50 laps for the Summer Six Pack Series.
that's
and
a
then,
track rules race for the 6-pack
yep,
series.
and
to
then
end
the
out.
other one will be going, just like
Slated
my
for
handy different
25.
schedule, 25 laps.
And
bear in
again,
mind,
if they bring a good count, we have
25
time.
laps at Lee is a lot
Modifieds
longer
are going 40.
than it is 25 laps at Claremont or Hudson or Monadnock or any other short track, because it is bigger.
Right.
What is Black Flag Racing? Ben mentioned it before, 4-cylinder. Can you explain it?
That
Basically,
was
you do 10 laps, and then
Oh, the black flag
after
off?
that,
the
I
black
love
flag
that.
lap,
you
yeah.
black flag the guy in last place.
Yeah, so pretty much you just go from the last place and you start black flagging them as they go.
You got a text from
Oh, your buddy's
Jeff
in the
that
chat.
said, 1 year, Brian's dad gave me 23 divisions, and that was fun.
Who said that?
Jeff Lapierre said, Brian's dad gave me 23 divisions 1 year, and that was fun.
And Jeff will tell you too. I think Jeff told me about that year. He's like, it was nuts, but he's like, at the end of the weekend, it's a lot of fun.
I literally walked off the flag stand like this. I couldn't move my arms.
And I've said it before. I said it at the last. I said it on the show
trying to
last
drive
time. I said it on the drivers meeting, the last race.
Who the hell hired the
You're going to
T-Rex
get
on the
parked
stand?
where you get parked. A lot of the guys.
Say that again.
They're not going to like where they get parked. You guys are going to have to work with us. You're going to be parked in 90% of you are not going to be in an ideal parking spot. I understand that. However, I don't have the 90%, well done parking spots to give you. So we're going to slam the place packed. We're going to have fun. We're not going to take it overly serious. You know what I mean? Get guys getting angry and stuff over this. And I've said that to a couple guys already messaged me. Just come have
supposed to be
fun.
fun.
Don't
Yeah.
overthink it. Stay the weekend. What'd you say? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Do not be shocked if you are on the grass in the infield.
Yeah. Or we're going to be fully utilizing the VIP lot because that's where they used to park a metric ass ton of cars, and that's where we're going to have to. You know what I mean? So don't
I'm
be
excited.
surprised.
This will be my first real Oktoberfest ever.
Fun. It'll be
Should
fun.
be a fun time.
What's fun about it is that it's fun. You know what I mean? You don't really have to rush. If you make it a weekend event, the guys can race their qualifier. They don't have to load up and go all the way home. They can hang out. They can drink. They can party. They can.
Movie again this year? Driving?
Why not? We'll
Something to eat?
We're gonna do a chicken barbecue.
Yep.
Artie, if you're watching, I'll call you tomorrow about that. But yeah, no, last year we did the pig roast. This year I think we're gonna do chicken barbecue. For the standalone fact that I've had both, and Artie's chicken barbecue is just
It's pretty
absolutely
phenomenal.
good.
So
Real good.
yeah, so we'll do a chicken barbecue and some sides. I also think because it's going to be cold, I'm going to talk to Artie and Hope and see if we can do in the concession stands, like whether it be chili or chowder or
Yes.
mac and cheese, something like that we can sell that weekend because it's always freaking cold.
Yeah, not to mention, where are you going to go watch 20 divisions for a weekend for a $40 ticket? Talk about bang for your buck. Let's pack the place. I agree.
I mean, and yeah, you can come, you can get a grandstand pass and camp for under $100 and watch 20 features.
I'm pretty excited. Hot cocoa, yeah.
Oh, we got hot cocoa.
Oh, yeah, we
It
got
took us 3 months to get the machine working right, but we got
we got it working.
We got it.
I had 11 of them.
Yeah, every 5 seconds he's like, I need to go get more hot
John walks
chocolate.
up to the golf cart. I had 4, and 2 I had 2 in each cup holders because I have to, I'm a Sally, so I have to wait for them to cool down. So I had 4 of them lined up, 1 in each cup holder.
Yeah, that was the same day. About 4 hours later, every 5 minutes he's like,
I had to pee.
yeah. No wonder you have to pee, dude.
I had a lot.
It's all right because I actually bought a couple Crown Vics. I'm getting ready for Oktoberfest because I'm gonna I haven't run an Oktoberfest in a very long time.
The Carleys are right. I don't know where you guys were pitted, but I can remember you go past the ticket booth on the left side on that hill, and they had mini stock trailers lined up.
Really?
Yeah. Dan Sweeney, all those guys were all parked. The
In that
Fultzes,
weird spot?
right behind the ticket booth.
Yeah, that's
out
odd.
in the parking lot. I mean, I remember one year when they were fixing the fence,
Harlow's a jerk.
an enduro car where that banking is out in the parking lot. They had cars parked on the bottom. Well, an enduro car went to park and they didn't have fencing up, or maybe they had a temporary fence and it lost brakes, and it went over down the hill into a parked pedestrian car. It was like the biggest piece of crap race car you've ever seen in your life.
Oh Jesus!
Stuff you see at racetracks, never see it anywhere else.
Good times.
I'm excited. What was your favorite Oktoberfest experience that you've ever had as somebody who's a veteran there?
Racing wise or after hours?
Anything. Give me both. Give me a racing wise and give me an after hours.
Racing. I can remember going to Oktoberfest weekend and not going to the race, not buying a ticket. I've done that before. I've been into just the back party areas and seen some wild stuff. I think one of my fondest memories, I don't know why it sticks with me, is Randy Phillips. We were all drinking. We went down to the Market Basket down the road. It had to have been 10 o'clock at night. I don't know why they were open, and I also don't know why they still had rotisserie chickens out, but he was hammered, walking around manhandling this chicken apart and offering it to random people. He's like, I got chicken. You want some? They're like, ew, no, get away from me. That happened. I got woken up at 4 o'clock in the morning one time, sleeping in a porta potty. Didn't know how I got there. Racing-wise, though, way better. Yeah, what? I just, you got to get the fun stuff out of the way. But the racing stuff, I can remember we sent 36 or something like that, street stocks green, and Tyler Chase coming through the middle. They piled up in front of him, and he hit 2 cars. He sandwiched in between. The whole car picked up like 4 feet off the ground, starting, 42 4-cylinders. You know what I mean? And I'm not joking. Just pull them all out there. Is the lineup good? Well, from 20th, yeah, go. You know what I mean? Just let them green.
Were you there when Derek Griffith hopped in?
Jay Sands' car was announcing that race.
And
Yep.
he started last, got all the way up to the front. White flag comes out. Derek pulls in. They've got to fuel the car.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
like, you gotta be kidding
And you know
me.
something? I think that's another thing about this whole weekend thing. You guys might not see it, but I'm making you guys strategize. All right, you guys got to stay sober enough. You got to remember stuff
Wasn't
in the
there
morning.
a year they had to?
Yep, same
Breath
thing.
test
Yeah,
people?
yeah. Oh, that's happened a lot.
Yes, that's happened a few times. They actually, one of the best races I ever saw, I was on the flag stand. Albie came out in a hobby stock.
Tell me it was Jim.
Never heard of her.
And
Shory?
the fuel cap was actually off, and he was splashing gas all over the place. We were starting like 30 plus cars. Had to go in, put the fuel cap on, came back out, started dead last, and came all the way through. It went green checker, like hands down the best hobby stock race I have seen at an Oktoberfest. And he went from last to first and never touched a car.
Albie sucks so bad. He's so bad. He's so bad.
It was absolutely an amazing run. So
I remember one time Bob Williams choked me out.
Yeah.
One time Bob got drunk, and me and him were like pretend wrestling, and then he just got me in a headlock and just lifted up. And I'm like, He's like, say uncle. I'm like, bah.
Say uncle.
Let's be going. I'm going home. I'm like, why? He goes,
Sounds like a mic issue.
no.
Say uncle.
Say uncle.
He's not paying
He's not paying attention.
Say uncle. I want to hear. I'm watching chat. Give me some of your guys' best stories that you guys ever
I
had
think
at
the fun part
Oktoberfest.
about it is you walk around at night, or it used to be this way. You'd walk around at night and you'd kind of look at campers and you'd see people talking that you wouldn't expect to be talking. Having beers, even guys that just wanted to kill each other an hour and a half ago. That gives you that opportunity.
Somebody was just mentioning a fight here. Where was it? Hold on. I just saw somebody talking about a fight.
probably a lot. I've seen my fair share of good fights
Steve
there.
Dufanet and Mark Parento kicking the crap out of each other.
Yeah, I think there was another year Dickie, and I don't know why Dickie gets brought up into this again, man.
Dickie, everybody.
Dickie, no, I think it was Dickie and Little Norm got into it with like teamed up with like a rowdy group. There's been a lot of good
Every
bad
time,
times.
every time Dickie drove for me and we went to an Oktoberfest, Norm would give us a golf cart, and then by the first day we lost our privileges because Dickie took it and was running people over with it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
I watched a guy get put through the the plexiglass windshield. Yeah, they snapped one with a guy by accident. He was just standing where it gets dark past the camping check.
Yeah.
He was just walking in the middle and bang right through the plexiglass.
What? I remember Myra Fowler had people hooked up to. They chained a couch, and they were
I heard
dragging a
about this.
couch up and down, like drag racing a couch.
Myra
With
does
people
not
sitting
care.
there drinking on the back
you know
of the
what?
couch.
If Mike from SOS Towing shows up, 'cause he's going to bring that
tram. Yeah,
I want to bet you there's going to be a bunch of drunk people on that tram.
down.
I might be one of them.
That's totally fine.
And I don't drink that often, but I will make it.
You're going to
my-
drink for
I'll
Oktoberfest?
drink for Oktoberfest.
Can you make? Oh God, great.
Don't give everything away.
Do like Sunday, like I don't even Sunday. Just get us to where we're started, and then you can day drink the rest of the day. Just come on,
Come on.
come on.
Thank God I don't
All right, well,
drink
when are the
me neither.
very
Vicks
much
running?
often.
Saturday, Sunday.
I don't drink
What?
at all.
When are the Vicks running?
Sunday.
Oh, then I
Even
can't.
better.
I can't. Fine. God damn it,
Well, you have
John.
to drink Friday.
Yeah, there are 2 other days. You don't stay drunk the entire
The
weekend.
problem is
No,
that
you-
it takes me
yeah,
a
no,
day
you
to
don't.
Let's explain how
recuperate.
alcohol works
You're
to
not
Ben.
racing until Sunday.
Let's
You have all day Saturday.
So when you
remember when
drink
I had my
alcohol,
first
Ben,
beer?
you're drunk for that day.
Anyway,
And the next day
okay,
you wake
thank
up.
You.
Mike's Ben's race car number .08
Better than Kevin 7%.
I-69.
That's a good one. Oh, drink before the Vic race.
Yeah, that would be very bad.
Not a good idea.
I'd pretend it's Wreckfest and go backwards on the track.
J rides. What are J rides?
What?
So I just had someone say they used to do J rides. I don't know what that means.
Joyrides?
It's probably joyrides. Yeah.
The other Bob story I heard when he drank, he went through a hotel and took every single
That was at the DT
DT
100.
took every single light out of the hallway.
If Dave,
Hay
Dave
rides.
Thomas,
He
if
misspelled
if you're
hay rides.
watching this, if you're ever going to bring back the DT 100, let me know because
Definitely.
oh man, I went to it twice and I
Thing
loved
is,
it.
I don't. Oh, except for K1, there's no
There's
indoor
nothing
karting
around.
anymore.
That's the problem.
$1,600 it cost them.
Damn. Yeah, it
We
sucks.
had a lot of fun for 10 years straight. We had a lot of fun up there.
Yep.
And I can honestly say, like, and I think I've talked to
We used to
different
do
people
shots
about
and staging. I believe that.
That
Yeah,
gas
you-
smell is getting way worse. This is like ridiculous
That is
in here.
terrible.
That is.
Has anybody seen
god-awful.
Mike?
He may have passed out in the other room. Mike, are you still breathing?
Okay.
Oh, he's
yeah,
working.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Who
DT
believes that?
With DT 100, it was. I mean, we went for forever. It felt like just partying and having a great time. And honestly, it was one of the very last discussions I had with my dad. Not even 10 minutes before he passed, sitting at the edge of his bed, we were talking about the DT 100, and he just said, "Yep, we had a good run," and he just laid down. So it was one of those things like that is something that I think anybody that was involved with that event will carry forever because it was an amazing decade.
That was something I never even raced in it, but I used to go up there every year and just watch it. It was a good time to catch up with everybody too in the off season, which is what I think.
It's been pretty much everyone from New England. Dude.
I never even
Yeah.
heard of this thing until
Oh,
I
dude,
started
it was
working for you
in
guys.
New York
It
and-
was massive.
They had the
New York, Pennsylvania, North Carolina.
my hands down favorite go karting facility around was Checkered Flag. Did you ever go there? Checkered Flag in
No.
Haverhill. It was the
Thank you, Kirsty.
old school Hudson Speedway of indoor go kart tracks. It was, BJ's by in Haverhill, right off the highway. It was in like a warehouse behind that. And they
Harlow's
would just
back at it with the
destroy shit.
screenshots, by the way.
I hate you.
John's like, who?
That's the look I get when he goes, "You could."
No. What the one that I look like?
No, John.
Oh no! Trust me, I can see the.
That's the look Ben gets 90% of the time. Just,
Yeah.
really?
No. Yeah,
I didn't realize how serious people take go-karts until we went down to Florida, and I saw Ben get wrecked by the Mad Mustache and put on top of the wall.
Oh yeah. I moved the Mad Mustache over. I just moved him a little bit. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'm going down the ramp, and wham! Spun sideways, and there's Norm. Ran the wall, and I couldn't move.
Me and Jimmy D a couple of years ago, like this had to have been 5-6 years ago, believe it or not. Me, Jimmy D, and Little James somehow ended up pretty drunk on the go-karts up at the Hilltop Fun Center in Somersworth. And I just remember it was all day. I don't know why those employees kept letting us on, dude. We were just wrecking 8-year-olds. Having a blast. Those little go-kart places are fun if they let you stay, yeah.
Honestly, remember when NH1 was around?
Yep. That's a Tractor Supply now. I was in there yesterday.
It's a shame. That was actually a fun little track.
Well, you know where Thirsty Moose is in Amherst? By the Shaws?
Or
Merrimack.
Merrimack, sure, Merrimack.
That was supposed
to be
yeah.
an indoor karting track,
Yeah.
and it never did it. Back when, I think it was a Shaws before, or a supermarket.
It was a Shaws. It shut down. They gutted everything.
I know where there's a place in Hudson I could do one if my family would just kick the tenant out and I could put it in there. It's a 66,000 square foot building.
Mom, you have a pretty big basement here.
Well, no, it's cut in half. So 30,000 of it is low ceiling and 30,000 is high ceiling. So you could literally do like
multi-level.
You could do a multi-level.
Yep.
Honestly, on the short one, I do it dirt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dirt oval.
That Checkered Flag used to do that. They do league nights, and they had a road course, and they would make it an oval, and that thing was ridiculously fast, like dumb fast.
Yeah, what was the one up in Maine? The very first DT 100.
Crap.
It wasn't being indoor.
It was indoor all the time after the first one.
Yeah, the very first one was at an oval.
I bet you it was that one you're talking about.
No, that wasn't. No, Checkered Flag was in Haverhill. It was outside.
Oh, okay.
Seth Drown says, I got my nickname from wrecking everybody on Roby's crew on a slick track in Florida. Is it the
dozer?
Yeah. Is it the track that's got because the one we were at had a slick track and a regular.
Yeah, because I got sick on the
slick track.
On the slick one.
Ben, I will give Ben credit. Ben walked in and said, here's my credit
Jay
card.
Parsons, it was in Portland, Maine. Sorry.
Here's my credit card. And he just paid for everything the entire day. And we had to go watch this stupid video. And we come out there, and I go sit in my cart, and I couldn't get the strap around me. And the guy's like, I can give you a belt extender. I was like, I will die before I put that belt extender on. So I had to get wedged into the cart like this. And I'm like, I can see. This is great. And I made 4 laps. Sent the results to Mark Beaudry. Unfortunately, where are they?
Yes, Victory Lane. That's what it was. Up in
Victory Lane.
Victory
Portland,
Lane. Okay. Yeah.
There's no karting places around.
No, they're all
anymore.
gone.
They're all gone. Well, because probably the insurance kills everything.
All right, it's in video form, so I'm unfortunately. So Brandy Laffin just did send me the results in a video, but I have no way to get it in. I have to process it in the system to play it. So I will. We're working really, really hard with the Claremont Karting Series to give you guys some exposure on the show and stuff too. It's just unfortunately I got it 51 minutes into the show, so I have no way to process it and put it in. But there was some other racing going on this weekend. The New England Dwarf Car Series visited Star Speedway. Justin Harris came home P1, followed by Harmon.
Harmon, no, they didn't.
No.
You sucked all weekend. They didn't even race. So
Yeah.
I'm literally talking about it. Harmon came home second. He didn't get DQ'd. This has got to be the best stretch that Harmon's ever had.
2 weeks in a row, yeah.
Without a DQ.
Without a DQ.
You give it time, he'll screw it.
Did he actually go to tech?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I called the museum this morning. They're going to put him a plaque up and everything.
Followed by Tom Harwood, Eric Bacon. Man, I am hungry too. I don't know why that just came up.
The Baconator.
And Cody Hodgson coming home in P5, and I believe Tom Harwood took home the crown.
He did.
The Bumpy's Auto
the Crusade.
Quest or Crusade for the crown, which is pretty fun as well. That's all I have. Oh my God, John!
Shut up, Harmon.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
I still can't believe how horrible the powder coating looks on Harris's car.
Harmon will send me
God.
the most outrageously weird stuff, like weird stuff, and I'll just text him back like, "What the hell, Harmon?" He's like, "What, did I say something weird?" And I'm like, "Never mind, just leave it alone." Johnny told me I sucked this week. Yeah, you did. You were horrible. Would you win twice? You didn't want to win 3 times? Come on. I tell everybody they
Can
suck.
anybody do the math real quick to tell me how many fingers were in Dwarf Car Victory Lane this weekend? Because you had numerous
I
people.
think it was like it had to have been like 17 and a half.
17 and a half
Yeah,
fingers. There should have been a lot more than that. But
Harmon's like,
7.
how hard is it to put on your helmet and
I
get that
did. I
strap
told
through?
Michaela she sucked too. That's right. Just if I told you sucked this week, and come on in.
You told me I sucked earlier.
I
What is
did.
going on with you today?
It's, hey, you gotta.
No,
can't-
no,
can't
Nick's
let
all
people
mad
check.
that I took him out in the figure 8. But hey, karma
Yeah.
got me because I got sick and I had to pull in.
Yeah,
so.
Ben sucked.
Yeah, I did. I stepped on my dick.
I looked up. I kind of pieced it together because he was out, and I looked up in turn 3, and he's like almost in the wall by himself up in the dirt. I'm like, uh-oh. It's like either it's breaking or he's
I was
breaking.
like this. I'm like, oh god, because I'm like, the heat was getting to me so bad. I'm like, I got to pull in. I'm gonna wreck this thing.
I mean, it wasn't yours. You usually wreck every other car you drive.
Thanks.
You wrecked it the last time.
Yes.
No, I got taken out. I got taken out.
What was the last dwarf car you drove?
Anyway,
What about at Lee going to the front stretch wall?
well, look, I blame that one on Harmon, all right? Because he did decide to do a Donkey Kong spin out on the front.
What about when you
No,
got
no,
what
he
about when you got
saved it and kept
DQ'd
the
at
race
Lee?
going. You came in like 9 business days later and pounded the fence.
What are you talking about? He did a Donkey Kong. I tapped the brakes. The whole car went sideways, and I'm trying to get it back, and he goes, nope, right in the wall.
Oh, that one. Okay, I thought that was
one.
I thought that was the day he or one of the 9
no,
times
no,
he's.
no.
Harmon's notorious, and I've never seen anyone do it like this. He'll come off a 4 in the dwarf car in front of a field of 18 cars, loop it, gather it back up, and keep it in 4th place.
Well, so with those, you have to keep them floored because if you let off and they die, it blows the starter out of them. So that's why if you ever see them, they just keep going like blowing donuts until
Yeah.
they stop. Is so they don't blow the starter out.
I gotcha. He's the only person I've seen successfully do that 3 or 4 times. It's not like the first time you're like, that's awesome. The second through 4th, you're like, dude, stop doing that. You're like,
I want to get a banana peel sticker like from Mario
yeah,
Kart.
right, yeah.
Oh man, he's been sending them for a while today. I had no
Oh my
idea.
god,
Cool.
he's got no life.
Harlow.
Hey, nothing better to do. He's at home.
He texted me yesterday. He's like, if you look at my pictures, I got your dumbass in one. So.
He's at work
I'm like,
watching
"Thank you."
concrete set.
Oh my god.
Well, we have Claremont Motorsports Park Championship night this Friday. We have the Summer Six Pack Series at Hudson Speedway coming up on Sunday. Both of those events will be on RaceDayTV.com. I would like to have you in the stands or on the stream or both. I've actually seen that picking up a lot at Claremont when I come out. So I'll come out of the trailer and I'll look down over, and you do see quite a few people now watching their phones as well, which is pretty cool to see. Yeah, Harlow does not
Carlos
actually
just
work.
lying through his teeth in the comment section.
Is his boss in this chat too?
Yeah,
He's probably like, I work real hard.
Zig, I put a call in, and they're gonna get back to me. It's gone up in the air, but who knows? Maybe, maybe not.
That would be fun. You never know.
know.
We don't own the place.
Come on, Ben.
Let's
go, Ben.
I do my best. I try.
It's all Ben's fault.
Everyone blames me. It's fine. I'm used to it.
It's all right. Shit rolls downhill, so I'm next in line. That's usually, yeah. I get it.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's all I have. It was a fun show.
That's all I got. I mean, I really don't have much. I mean, other than
Grab your camping passes, and registrations will be out for Oktoberfest here shortly. $50 a division. So.
So in the video, we had the top 3 division winners from
Harlow.
top 3 winners from each division. 110 drivers came out to the karting series. Next race day is Championship Day, September 29th, and a big 2-day event on October 5th and 6th. All divisions running non-points and senior champs 206 race, $5,000 to win. I will have that video processed.
Is that a go-kart race?
That is $5,000 to win in a go. Ben, get in a go-kart.
Where is this?
Actually, but was it
Claremont Karting Series.
Oh, really?
Brian Martin's supposed to be finding me a ride.
I will. If I'm not doing anything that day and you're out there, I'll broadcast that race.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
the second floor just because of the weight.
At least.
At least.
Listen,
Help. They have a cart. Brandy's got a cart.
it's called
They have two
left
me and
side
Ben can big
weight.
boy
All I have to do
flounder
is
in the
lean
back
over
there.
a little bit, and they got a wicked advantage.
You're gonna catch me and Ben at the back of the field in bird scooters.
Ben's gonna do his golf cart trick where he takes all his weight and he throws it this way and then steps on it and it lays rubber everywhere.
No, he's gonna do that trick where he almost kills you on the bottom of the hill at
Oh,
Claremont.
come on, you thought that was fun.
It was when
Yeah,
we
exactly.
For a second, it almost wasn't. You know how Claremont works.
You saw it.
You know the big split in between the two grandstand sections in the hill. Yeah, he's like, I gotta go down there.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah, we should just go down in the golf cart. I'm like, fine, we're doing it. And he goes down, and like halfway down, I can tell he's full on the brakes, and we're just getting faster towards it. He's like,
I was like, yeah, we'll be okay.
I'm gonna swing it. Puts my side towards the fence. This clock, my ear touched it, and he's like, that was fun. And I'm like, what the fuck?
But did you die?
No,
Then
no.
shut up.
It was fun afterwards, I'll tell you that. It was that split second when you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
Ben,
hold on,
Ben,
hold
there's
on.
no way in hell you're lasting 100 laps.
Yeah, it's a 100-lap car. Well, I mean, it's a mini track, so.
You do 50, I'll do 50. Live pit
Listen,
stop.
Grandpa, how about you get in one and we'll both race?
What about the
Actually,
night that Mike? Were you there the night that Mike? You think you were when Mike had his Cadillac out on the track and forgot the
the stairs,
were down and
yes.
almost cleaned the steps out of the front stretch? You were really
closer
close.
than you thought.
You were really
I'm an
close.
experienced race car driver. I knew exactly where those stairs were.
Did he just call
I've
himself
seen
an
you-
experienced race car
I
driver?
think
All right,
everyone
on that
heard that.
note.
We'll see you next week. Have fun, guys. Claremont
best
Motorsports
of luck
Park
to all the
Friday.
championships.
Hudson Speedway on Sunday, and Dwarf Cars are at
Hudson.
Hudson on Sunday. We'll see you next week.
See
Bye,
you
guys.
later.